Okay, to all the kids like under the age of 18, you like if you got toxic parents, this video's for you. And if you don't know if you got toxic parents or not, look up signs you have a narcissistic parent, signs your mother was narcissistic, and signs your parents are toxic. And then start looking up narcissistic victim syndrome. Look up narcissistic victim syndrome. Look up on look up YouTube. Look up on YouTube, TikTok, what is your favorite trauma response to massive amounts of narcissistic abuse? Okay, I'm away here. Okay, I'm back. So I'm not telling, this is not a video telling you to tolerate toxic parents. I'm not telling you to stick around and stay with them, but I'm just telling you, like, as you work your way out, I got some hacks for you. Okay. You know how when your parents buy you a diary just so they could read it, so they could find an excuse to ground you for whatever you said about them in the diary? Well, here's the thing. I don't condone talking trash about anybody. I don't condone talking trash about anybody in a diary. But if this is what you do to get it out, then one thing I could say is this: learn a new language or create your own language. Like, create your own language when you write on your diary. Create your own alphabetical characters so that way they can't read what's going on. Learn a new language. If you're gonna have to choose a language, like, how do I say this? I highly would recommend you choose a language with like the alphabet, with the alphabet of, with like weird alphabets, not the American kind. But let's say you got some polyglot parents. I highly would recommend you make up your own language. And another thing is, don't write anything on paper. I will tell you, for example, write write your thoughts and your feelings on like a note, like an internet notepad or something, Google Docs or something like that. Write down your feelings in another language. That's how you do it. Like, write down, I'm angry because, I'm happy because, I'm sad because, like, just write it all down. So yeah, I highly would recommend you create your own language. I highly recommend you create your own language. Or if you are going to, and not only that, create like an anonymous account. Create an anonymous account where, with a password that you can remember. Like, do not keep it on do not keep it on do not keep it on your phone. Log it in. Do not put the just log it in. Because parents be upset, like, parents be untrustworthy. So that's what I can say. It's like, that's how I could say. It's like, you want to find a diary, like, do it online and create an anonymous account. Do not put your face in there. Do not put your name in there. Do not put your parents' name in there. Do not put nobody you know's name in there. Make sure you are completely unrecognizable. Because parents parents got problems. And if you are a parent and you are offended by this, you shouldn't have been this untrustworthy where your kids have to hide stuff from you. Like, you could be like, this is why I can't trust my kid. Like, let me tell you something. Y'all don't deserve, like, if you can't if you can't stop looking for what you do not want to see, you don't deserve to be trustworthy. Like, you're not trustworthy. And you are the toxic parent. And since you're offended, you are the toxic parent that this video is about. You are the toxic parent that I'm talking about. So one thing I could say is, like, create your own language. So to all the kids, create your own language, create your own stuff. Like, create your own verbs too. Just create your own verbs, create your own language, create all of that. Find ways on how to memorize it. Find ways on how to memorize it. Like through music or through music. Do not put your secret language online where everybody can see it. Just put that in a private thing. Put that in a private thing and share it with whoever friend you want to share it with. If you do not have any friends, find a way to learn it by yourself without people sharing it with me. Like me, for example, I learned Portuguese thanks to the Lord. So it's like, not only that, I didn't have anyone to speak to in Portuguese. I didn't have anybody to speak to me in Portuguese, but I learned it anyway, automatically, like through music and through cartoons. All I do, I just watch Portuguese videos. With Portuguese subtitles, so it can help me with my spelling. And if it don't have Portuguese subtitles, I watch it with no subtitles. Like, it's either Portuguese subs or no subs. No English subs, no none. I'm staying out of that comfort zone. And then I be getting into this habit. Then I be watching cartoons in Portuguese and listening to Portuguese music, like lip syncing to Portuguese music, till the language comes to me, to the point where I start having this big overload, mixing my Portuguese with my Spanish, mixing my Portuguese with my English. It just came to me, like the language just came to me before I even knew it. And even though I can't fluently speak Portuguese, I can how do I say this? I can write in Portuguese more comfortably. Like, I could write like a big long paragraph in Portuguese now. So yeah, me with my Spanish is like, now I can hear it a little bit more than I can speak it. But I'm trying to retrieve it. I'm trying to get that all back by listening to Spanish music and trying to use it. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna test my Portuguese real quick. Okay, hola, posso falar em português? Posso escrevê-lo, mais que posso falá-lo. Eu gosto de dibujar. Eu gosto mirar vídeos. Eu gosto assistir vídeos. That's pretty. I need to get more into speaking it, but I'm gonna write on Portuguese. Just so you'll see what I'm talking about. So yeah, create some songs in your secret language. Share it with somebody. Share it with your friend. Share it with somebody you trust. Somebody who does not justify your toxic parents' behavior. One thing is this. If they just like, if like, here's the thing about your friends, okay? If your friends justify your parents' toxic behavior, saying that it's all normal and that's a normal relationship and all that stuff, it's normal to hate your kids the older they get and all that stuff, don't share the language with them. Have the talk about parents. Have to talk to them about parents. And if they be like, oh, please don't say that about your parents, like, no, don't tell them nothing. Or like, don't tell them nothing. Like, you can learn the language by yourself. Aprendo português. Obrigado a Deus. A Deus. Obrigado a Deus. E obrigado a Deus. Y este método que Dios hace, que Dios faz, que Dios faz. Assistir vídeos para para compreendo y escucho y el escucho, I need to use my L's, el escucho a música para falando. It's gonna take some time. So yeah, God bless.